let's go, family. Happy, blessed Tuesday. You already know what time it is. It's your boy, Crazy Faith to God. Welcome to the Crazy Faith to God channel, where we drop nothing but value and, actually impact your spirit every single day, right? Every single day, right? So let's dive into it, right? Today's topic is actually going to be, don't make the same mistakes from your past, right? Don't make the same mistakes from your past, right? We cannot allow ourselves to make the same mistakes from our past, because when we do that, we never really learn. We never really grow. We never really transform into the person that God needs us to be. And what happens is we stay in stagnation, right? We stay mundane. We stay average. We never are able to actually grow, because why? We're not learning from our mistakes. We keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again, right? Regardless to the outcome. We already know what the outcome is, but we still make, why do we do that? Right? We know the outcome of making the same mistake. So why do we keep doing it? Right? What can we do to prevent that mistake from happening? Right? And it's called all of, like, being aware. It's all because of awareness that you're able to fix this mistake. If you're not aware and intentionally trying to fix the mistake, you're going to keep making the same mistake. Now, the mistake can be fixed, but it takes your willingness to fix that mistake. It takes your ability to focus on fixing the mistake rather than just making the same mistake over and over, right? Because we know that if we keep making the same mistake over and over, it's never truly going to get us anywhere. We're never going to be able to see the growth that we want, right? We're never ever going to be able to see the growth that we want, right? And we got to be stronger than the mistake, right? It's time to be stronger than the mistake. Once you become stronger than the mistake, you become stronger and you get over the mistake, and you're able to push forward on what God needs you to do. And you're able to experience the growth and transformation that comes along with fixing the mistake, right? If we don't fix this mistake, it's going to be very, very, very hard to move forward. If we don't fix this mistake, it's going to be very hard for us to move forward, right? And my question is to you is, do you know the mistake that you're messing up on? Do you know where you're falling at? Do you know the mistakes? Do you know what's causing that mistake? Do you know what's leading to that mistake? Do you know how to fix that mistake, right? We want to ask ourselves these questions. How can we fix this mistake to become better? How can we fix this mistake to become better, right? Because if we don't fix the mistake, we make the same mistake over and over and over and over again, expecting to go somewhere, but going nowhere because we keep making the same mistake. I was once that person. I was once that person to continuously make the mistake and not understand where I was going wrong. And then I had to dive a little bit deeper on, why am I making this mistake? What happened? What's leading to this? Right? And as I begin to understand and figure it out and journal and get my thoughts on paper, I'm able to see where I'm going wrong and make adjustments to not let that happen again, right? And that's what God is actually wanting us to do. He wants us to see the mistakes that we're making and make an attempt to fix those mistakes and not just be a slave to the mistake, right? And I say that being a slave to your mistake humbly and respectfully. We don't want to be a slave to nothing, right? The only thing you should be a slave to is God, right? The only thing we should be a slave to is God, right? So we got to fix our mistakes. We got to be able to be willing and able to change, right? We got to be able to leave behind the old self, the old person. We got to leave that person behind because it's not in alignment for where God has taken us and where what God needs us to be, right? We got to be able to transform. Because if we don't transform, we stay the same. If we don't get out of our comfort zones, we stay the same. There's no growth in staying the same. There's no growth in staying stagnant. There's no growth in comfortability. Everything that we want, we got to get out of our comfort zone, right? To transform, you have to get out of your comfort zone. If you don't get out your comfort zone, you're going to be stagnant. If you don't get out your comfort zone, you will be the same. You won't be able to grow. You won't be able to evolve. You won't be able to transform. Right? We got to be able to transform. We got to be able to grow. Right? You got to grow. You got to be able to grow. Right? So, I want to leave you guys with this. Right? I want to leave you guys with this. If you don't grow, if you don't transform, right? You stay the same. You don't grow. You don't get to everything that God needs you to be. You don't get to do any of these things, right? But the moment you get out your comfort zone, you will feel a lot better, and you will be able to grow a lot more, right? And you will love it. You will love the transformation. But you got to be able to get out that comfort zone. You got to be able to learn from your mistakes, so that way you can stand firm for where you're going, right? And what God needs you to do, right? So I'm gonna leave you guys. I want to take a couple minutes to pray over you guys and ask that God could bless you and transform you in every aspect of your life, right? And to be able to learn from your mistakes and give you the strength to, get through your mistakes, right? It's already done. Just tap into God and ask Him to help you get through your mistakes and your trials and tribulations, because He has the strength to keep you pushing and keep you going, right? So with that being said, it's your boy Crazy Faith to God on the way out. Nothing but love. Let's go. And let's become 1% better each and every single day. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.